Okay, we're gonna retest the fuel filter because this should hold pressure. This it's got metal sleeve, just like this on a carburetor, and it should hold pressure. I don't know if this was, if it wasn't rated at enough pressure for this. I don't know because this filter come off high pressure GM pumps, off of GM cars, so it should hold the pressure. Um, so we're gonna test it and see if we can use this filter because really don't feel like buying another one. Oh yeah, we good. Got fuel. Not spraying like it was before. Before it was spraying out. This time is good. Not spraying any fuel out, so I guess I tightened it up good enough. And that was the problem. It wasn't tight enough before. So once I got the proper wrenches, I was able to tighten it as good as it needed to be tightened. So now I know I can use this filter. Good amount of fuel coming out. I got the fuel on the floor. I should have had the fuel on top of the bench because should have had better gravity feed. You can hear it in the pump when it's trying to suck the fuel up out of the jug. So that's a good indication of what everybody is always talking about as far as um, electric pumps don't like to pull. They like to push. And all right. So the filter's good. So I'm gonna use the filter. I'm gonna run the fuel line today and get this Vortec project on the on start. Well, it's already started, but get it going. Pull the gas tank down to better get at the fuel lines on the top of the tank, and found the build sheet to the car in very bad repair. No plastic over or nothing, but all the good stuff is right on it, like the gear ratio that the axle came with is on there. So that's good info. So at least I got a picture of that. But it was in real bad shape. It was probably sitting here and causing this rust on the top of the tank because it was paper, so soaked up moisture. Okay, I had was trying to figure out where I was gonna run the fuel pump for this 5.3, and initially I said I was gonna run it under the side of the body, under the under the door under there, but which is a good spot, it's good gravity feed. But I decided to go further back. Let's see if I can see this. I decided to go further back under the car, and the spare tire well made a perfect spot because it's I can mount the pump just slightly below the level of the gas tank. And then I went and I hooked up a dash 5 adapter to the return line, and I hooked up a aluminum line to the 3/8 outlet and ran it into the pump. And then I used the push lock hose and ran it all the way up to the front to the motor. Much cleaner install. Easier. It's going to be easier to wire this way. It's much easier to mount, and you know it's not in a very inaccessible spot. Like say if I get a leak or something like that, it won't be a pain in the butt to get to. So and like I said, it's closer to the tank, and the push lock hose is very easy to route. And so I took and hooked up a dash 516 adapter, two nut and sleeve up in the front, and hooked that up to the hard line. So I gotta just connect it here across to where it mounts up over there, up over the axle. And the fuel system is done, except for the wiring. So it's coming together. I'm gonna get back to it sometime during this week. Hooking up my harness, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. The exhaust system is gonna come off the olds after I finish tinkering with it a little bit more. I gotta go I'm keeping the engine, and I'm just gonna give the body away in the butt. Well, I'll talk about that later.